Katahdin Woods and Waters National Monument, this has definitely been the project of a lifetime.
There's a lot of work that goes into it that creates lasting benefit.
This place is wild. We've helped tame it a bit so people can come and enjoy it.
87,500 acres.
Sewell's been working on projects like this for 140 years, and I don't know if there's another project that is more exciting and has more significance.
The fact that we were able to be involved in something from the ground floor is just really special.
This is truly monumental. Behind me is one of the most recognized symbols of the state of Maine, Mount Katahdin. And one of the greatest views of Mount Katahdin is right here from Katahdin Woods and Waters National Monument. All of this land was owned by large landowners, often known as the paper companies, and had been offered up for sale. With Sewell's relationship with the large landowners and expertise in timberland appraisal, we were able to make those connections, bring the buyer and seller to the table, negotiate a good price, and help to acquire these properties.
The role that Sewell played in the creation of Katahdin Woods and Waters National Monument was one that we were uniquely positioned for. There's a lot of work that goes into assembling all these parcels. Everyone requires appraisals, everyone requires title work. We were able to provide all of these wide-ranging services.
It takes 4 things to become a national monument. It takes historical, cultural, recreational, and ecological significance. Katahdin Woods and Waters has all 4. We did a lot of work on the ground, but we also did a lot of work in the air. I got to go up in a small Cessna plane, and we just looked at everything from the air to see what I couldn't see on the ground. And I did bring my family to Katahdin Woods and Waters to do the field work. Our job was to go to every part of the land that we could get to, whether hiking, biking, canoeing, and we took ATVs. They found frogs, toads, snapping turtles. We saw deer. We got to go into waterfalls. We found an old jet airplane crash site from the 50s. The fun that we had is the fun that everyone's going to be able to have at this monument.
Katahdin Woods and Waters not only protects the beautiful piece of land, but it also provides protection for species that exist there.
Part of the resources we were trying to protect were the Wasatacook Stream, which comes out of Baxter State Park, is a free-flowing river, and Atlantic salmon. They need to get way up into these small brooks and grow. And a lot of those brooks are blocked by inadequate stream crossings. Generally, practice is to replace these with bottomless culverts or remove them altogether to open up hundreds and thousands of acres of habitat. And we had to make sure we were good neighbors to the Canada lynx because they were here first, and this is their home.
The loop road is something that's interesting because without the loop road, there's virtually no access to the monument itself.
There were over 200 miles of roads on this property. Many of these were just dead-end roads going up to extract the timber.
So it took a lot of time walking through the woods, understanding exactly where these roads could be, how they could be laid out in a manner that was relatively unobtrusive, but provided some of these view sheds that were so vitally important.
And we actually found this location and thought, this is it. This has got to be one of the centerpieces of the monument. The day that Secretary Jewell came up, it was Christmas. It was 8 years of working towards this, and now we have it. We now have another unit of the National Park System, Katahdin Woods and Waters National Monument.
So let me brag about Sewell and my coworkers just for a second. If Sewell can do something as monumental as this, I don't think there's anything we can't do for a client.
And the ability to say, hey, we've worked on this project and we created something here in Maine that didn't exist before but will now exist in perpetuity is just absolutely phenomenal.
It's a once in a lifetime, once in a career opportunity to bring together the conservation community, the private landowner community, the recreation community, and pull it all together. It's really been an honor.
And that's the way that every one of us at Sewell feels.
I envision my children and grandchildren coming back when the trees are much bigger, the roads are better, and it actually becomes a national park. And I think that's going to happen in my lifetime.